Hey everyone, back again with another video to help you out. This time taking the stereo and the monitor and all that out of this 2020 Kia Sportage. The tools you'll need to do this at home or in your shop or whatever are a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and I would recommend a nylon panel removal tool also, just so you don't scratch or scrape the dash up, and also a short stubby Phillips head screwdriver. And in order to take this out, you'll need to first remove this bezel that runs along the length of the dash, and it contains the passenger airbag switch there, and it's obviously held in with just clips on the majority of it all the way across. But over on this end, you'll have two Phillips head screws, so you'll have to pop off the cover off the end of the dash in order to get to those two screws. But also you'll note down here, this is kind of wedged in behind this lower piece on the center console, so I went ahead and just got underneath the edge of this right here and just pry it up all the way along the edge in order to release the edge of that. This will all pop right back into place, and that will give you the clearance here necessary to remove this piece to set aside, and then that'll give you access here to also your screws for your control unit here. But you'll have a Phillips head screw here, another one over here. And again, I would recommend the panel removal tool just because it's broader and is nylon and won't scratch or scrape up your dash. But you'll get in behind the edge up here around the edge of this and just slowly work your way around, and that'll pry this bezel with the heater vents in it loose. And you'll want to be careful not to pry on this too much and knock off these heater vents, because that will be a pain. Set that aside, and then you'll have access to two Phillips head screws on this side, and then you'll have two Phillips head screws on this side. Be careful taking these out. If you drop one of these down inside the dash, you might have more problems. Just use both hands, pull the screw loose as much as you can, and then reach in and when you're removing it to grab a hold of the screw so it doesn't fall off and fall down inside the dash. But when you get all four of those out, you can then take this whole thing out here, and you'll have a series of plugs. You'll have two plugs here, and it just has a little squeeze trigger right here on top. You can squeeze that and pull that out. Same with this one. And then you'll have this blue one that has a little trigger on the side. You'll have a gray one here with a trigger on the top, and then this one is underneath. You won't see this one right away, but it plugs directly in behind down low here, and that goes to the back of the monitor. So just don't forget about that third one here. Well, whatever number it is. Don't forget about that one here, and you should be okay. And then this radio will be out, and then you can either replace this one with a new one or whatever your issue is, or your aftermarket ones, whichever the case is. I don't know if there's any kind of security that's put into these, that you need any kind of numbers that might be found on your in your owner's manual or anything like that. That's beyond my knowledge, but this is just how to take this out. And if this helps you, drop a like down below. I really appreciate that support to show people that this is a good video. And if you have any questions, let me know as well. Thanks for watching.